Autofocus steps into the realm of American performance legend as the 2026 Shelby Cobra 427 roars back into the modern world with the same rebellious spirit that shaped its original legacy. This new chapter doesn't merely revisit the past, it redefines what a heritage sports car can be when engineered with contemporary precision, cutting-edge materials, and a renewed obsession with raw, unfiltered power. The 2026 Cobra 427 emerges as a machine built for purists, enthusiasts, and thrill seekers who crave the sensation of a car that translates every grain of asphalt directly into adrenaline. It is a tribute to Carroll Shelby's original mission: build a car so brutally fast, so purpose-driven, and so unapologetically mechanical that it feels alive in your hands. Now, decades later, that mission is reborn with sharper lines, reinforced engineering, and performance numbers that honor the spirit of the 427 while elevating it to a new era. Evolution of the legend, the original Cobra 427 became a symbol of American racing dominance, a combination of lightweight British roadster DNA and monstrous American V8 muscle. The 2026 Evolution retains the iconic proportions, long hood, short deck, wide hips, and that unmistakable forward-leaning aggression, yet it now stands on a platform strengthened by aerospace-grade aluminum, new composite structures, and chassis geometry revised for modern cornering forces. The designers approach the update with restraint, choosing to preserve the Cobra's timeless curvature rather than radically reinvent it. Every vent, crease, and contour echoes the 1960s icon, but with a sleeker flow, tighter panel gaps, and aerodynamic discipline the original never had the luxury to explore. What emerges is a car that looks like a pure classic at first glance, but reveals its modernity the moment one studies the surfaces, the stance, and the precision with which every inch has been sculpted. Powertrain. Modern muscle meets classic madness. At the heart of the 2026 Shelby Cobra 427 lives, a hand-built 7.0-liter V8, naturally aspirated to preserve the linear, explosive power delivery that made the classic 427 notorious. Rated at an astonishing 625 horsepower and 620 lb-ft of torque, the new engine produces a barrage of force that propels the Cobra with a kind of immediacy that feels almost dangerous in untrained hands. The engineers resisted the trend toward forced induction because the essence of the Cobra has always been its raw, untamed character. A massive engine, breathing freely, responding instantly, and delivering a power curve that feels like a tightening spring. Paired to a reinforced 6-speed manual transmission, the car preserves the mechanical intimacy that defined the original, demanding driver involvement through every shift. A modern dual-plate clutch, calibrated throttle response, and an updated traction system provides safety net without diluting the Cobra's unruly identity. This is not a tame supercar. It is a beast sharpened for the modern era, in unit, chassis, and handling dynamics. The 2026 Cobra 427's chassis has undergone a transformation that elevates it far beyond its vintage roots. A high-rigidity aluminum space frame serves as the backbone, reducing flex and improving the car's predictability at high speeds. Independent suspension at all four corners, adaptive dampers, and revised anti-roll geometry equip the Cobra with cornering performance that no 1960s roadster could dream of. Engineers maintain the car's famously responsive steering, but dialed in a quicker ratio and enhanced feedback, allowing the driver to feel the road with surgical clarity. The lightweight structure, combined with modern balance tuning, gives the Cobra handling precision that feels telepathic, yet retains the thrilling edge of a machine that prefers a skilled pilot. Brembo's 6-piston front and 4-piston rear brakes deliver race-grade stopping power, taming the V8's fury with confidence. Even at its limits, the Cobra feels alive, eager, and demanding. A machine that rewards mastery rather than masking its intensity with electronics. Interior philosophy, minimalism with purpose. Step inside the 2026 Cobra 427, and the cabin immediately communicates a philosophy rooted in driver purity. Instead of screens, digital distractions, or excessive comfort features, the interior embraces a focused, analog environment. A pair of deep bolstered leather seats, A center stack with essential gauges, and a machined aluminum shift lever are the stars of the cockpit. The craftsmanship is elevated far beyond the original. Hand-stitched hides, billet switches, aerospace-grade fasteners, and precision-milled bezels form an interior that blends vintage style with artisanal modern execution. An updated steering wheel sits closer and lower, giving the driver an aggressive and commanding posture. The analog gauges, speedometer, tachometer, oil pressure, and temperature arrays deliver crisp clarity. No touchscreens, no digital clutter, no infotainment systems. The Cobra's interior is a declaration that driving is the only entertainment needed. Exhaust, sound, and sensory impact. Few cars in modern production deliver an auditory signature as primal as the 2026 Cobra 427. Engineers tuned the exhaust to preserve the thunderous, chest-pounding note of the classic 427 while ensuring compliance with modern standards. The result is a sound that shakes the ground at idle, rips through the rev range with brutal intensity, and crowns each high RPM shift with a bark that feels like a war cry. This is not electronically enhanced audio or synthetic drama. It is pure mechanical violence, shaped by displacement, cam profiles, and precision-engineered steel pipes. The Cobra doesn't whisper or charm. It announces itself with the unmistakable authority of a V8 Titan. Performance numbers and driving impact. With lightweight construction and colossal torque, the 2026 Shelby Cobra 427 achieves performance figures that place it squarely among modern supercars. 0 to 60 arrives in approximately 3.1 seconds, and the top speed exceeds 205 miles per hour. Though the car's true thrill lies not in its statistics, but in how it delivers them. Acceleration feels endless, handling feels like a conversation with physics, and every drive feels like an event. This is a machine that demands respect, rewards courage, and reinforces why the Cobra name is legendary among enthusiasts. Heritage and modern identity. The 2026 Cobra 427 succeeds because it refuses to be a nostalgia piece. Instead, it is a celebration of history forged with modern discipline and engineering maturity. It carries the DNA of Carroll Shelby's original creation. Lightweight, overpowered, beautifully simple, but integrates decades of progress to create a machine that feels right for this generation. It is both a homage and an evolution, both a museum piece and a future-ready super roadster. Above all, it preserves the emotional voltage that made the Cobra an icon of American motorsport. Conclusion. The 2026 Shelby Cobra 427 isn't just a revival. It's a declaration that raw, analog, unapologetic performance still matters. In a world rushing toward electric automation, the Cobra stands defiantly mechanical, defiantly loud, and defiantly alive. Moto Focus explores this machine not as a relic of the past, but as a reminder of what driving feels like when a car is built for the fearless.